في بلاد الخير، إمارات الخير، نلتقيكم.
In this great country of the United Arab Emirates, we achieve success after success.
مع آلاف الحكايات سوف نفتح كتب الذكريات ونسمع منهم. كل هذا وأكثر في وثائقي نجاح. معي أنا شادية الحسامي، نلتقيكم.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to Success Documentary Program, and today we would like to welcome Mr. Ravi Singh.
Thank you.
Mr. Ravi Singh, we have the honor to have you today with us.
Thank you.
In one of Success Documentary episodes. As a beginning, we would like to know more about Mr. Ravi and how did you start in UAE?
So, well, my name is Ravi Singh. I'm from, same here, thank you so much. I'm from Mumbai, India. And I started my journey long back in 2012, where I started my career as a fashion model. From there, then I was into events, selling events. Then eventually I got shifted to different sectors like retail. And then eventually I was in real estate. So I was working with top-notch.
So different experiences from fashion to design, you said?
Yes. So 100%. So the reason was that when you are in early 20s, you want to know where exactly you fit in. So my vision was that let me check where I fit in, and then accordingly I'll choose my path to take it forward. So hence I checked different sectors, different industries. Then I finally understood where I fit in. So that's why now I'm in real estate. I'm very much happy with the real estate right now.
Yeah. And how was your beginnings at Investors Clinic company?
Investors Clinic is a brand which denotes a lot of things. It's a very value-oriented brand. We are one of the top real estate brokerage company back in India, where we have a family. What we say is family size of almost 3,000 plus families working together. We are currently all 20 plus states. We are present there with good team sizes. And yes, being an Indian, we cater all the Indian properties. At the same time, we are doing pretty good in UAE market as well and Dubai market. We are expanding towards Abu Dhabi now. And at the same time, we have offices in Singapore, we have offices in Oman, and we are coming up in Canada and America as well.
So the Investors Clinic company is trying to spread out all over the world.
Yes, very true.
Yeah,
yes.
Very nice. So during your journey at this company, of course, you worked on some projects which gave you the strength and the push to carry on. We want to know these projects.
100%. So my career started with real estate, was one of the top brand, the name of Lodha Group. So I was working with Lodha Group with one of the luxurious project in the name of the World Towers back in Mumbai. Then I shifted myself to Piramal Realty. Then from there I was working with Shobha developers in UAE. So overall experience of corporate and real estate was amazing. I got to know the understanding about how developer lobby works, how developer they work, what is the strategy behind the marketing, about the sales, about the penetration of the market. So hence to join this company, because Investors Clinic comes with a very good brand name. And to live up with that brand name, you have to have a etiquette and the professionalism what you need. So yes, it's been quite some time now, almost close to a year, where we have done good business with a top-notch brand over here like MR, like the Mac, like Shobha, like Azizi, like other few brands as well.
Yes.
And
brands.
yes, and overall it is a very good experience in UAE. Investors Clinic as a brand, my chairman, Mr. Sunny Katyal, they comes up with a very good value system to the company. And to follow that, it's our honor. It's the entire company, the entire team member who is working with Mr. Katyal and Sunny Katyal, who's associated with Investors Clinic. They comes with a value system. So for us, it is like the honesty is something very important. The principle what we follow is the honesty towards employee, towards company, towards clients, towards other few colleagues. So yes, the very first thing is that the value system what we follow is our honesty and working towards the company. At the same time, in the business and the kind of sector we are into, it is very important to understand the market analysis. It is very important to understand how a market is functioning, about the market knowledge, about the developers, what they are going to launch, what is the benefit out of it, depending on the location. When we talk about the real estate, obviously location is something very important. At the same time, how I can give them a better benefit in terms of ROI perspective, capital appreciation, and a lot more. So the value system and the principle what we follow is very corporate. And first thing is honesty. Second thing is about the knowledge about the product. So whenever we are pitching something to anyone, if you're consulting something to anyone, it should be 100% correct. So that's why you talk about any articles, you talk about any podcast, you talk about any one-to-one meeting and understanding the product, we are bang on there. So first we do our homework, we get our perspective right, then we pitch something to the client. So that's why we are growing, and client has full faith on us because client can understand that the entire team is working for him. This is where we follow, and this is how we are growing.
Yeah, that's very interesting, Mr. Ravi.
Thank you.
Of course, your dreams and of course your passion didn't stop here. Of course, you still have plans, you still have future plans which you would like to follow in the future. We would like to know them today.
So as I mentioned you, Investors Clinic in Hindi, this is a tagline from our boss, Mr. Katyal and Sunny Katyal, that thakna mana hai. So this means is that you cannot stop at one place, and you cannot be just thinking about something instead of doing it. So the vision of Investors Clinic is very clear. We are one of the top brokerage company back in India, and also we are a developer. But at the same time, we are in India, we are in UAE, we are in Singapore, we are in Oman. And now this is growing, and this is growing tremendously. With the next interview, I'll be in the right position to tell you that we are also grown in US market, we are also grown in Spain market, in Canada market, and obviously UK market and other more markets. Because UAE, why we have chosen this specific market, since we are here since almost 6-7 years now, and we are dealing Indian properties from here as well. At the same time, we are also dealing with the UAE properties. So any investor from any part of the country, it's very easy for us to guide them, to pitch them, to consult them in a proper way. So yes, the vision is very clear. We are growing and we will grow with the kind support of our bosses, Mr. Sunny Katyal and Sunny Katyal. And that's the fact is that we will be growing at all the part of the world.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And for Mr. Ravi, how much UAE was helpful to you? What is the platform this country offered to you?
Well, when we talk about UAE and when we talk about Dubai as a market, I would like to thank His Highness that the kind of security measures he has in this country, the kind of interaction and the kind of positivity we have in this country is that being an Indian, being in other nationalities, is very, very easy to go and meet a person who's from a different nationalities. It's very easy to go and interact with them so that we and all of us know how the entire world is functioning. You talk about one country where all these 190 plus countries are putting together, they are coming together and they're working together, they're enjoying together. So UAE market welcomes everyone, Dubai market welcomes everyone. You talk about the best ROI, you talk about the best infrastructures, you talk about everything bigger, larger, better, you have in UAE, you have in Dubai. So, and you talk about the security measures is something which is there. At the same time, as we all know that COVID-19 was the biggest problem what the entire world faced. But the way we came out from there, I think 99% of the entire population, the resident population of UAE, is vaccinated.
Yeah.
And you can see that a lot of people now, there's also where we can walk without wearing mask. So all these things put together, yes, Dubai is the smartest country. The vision of Dubai is absolutely one of the best vision what we have in the entire world. We'll be looking at the flying cars, we'll be looking at the flying boats. And obviously you can see the metro system, you can see the cars, all affordable cars. You can just easily go and just, pick up. So putting all those things together, if the person wants to have a luxury life in a lucrative price, in a lucrative amount, come to Dubai, Habibi.
So, of course, during your life, Mr. Ravi, of course, you have a lot of people who supported you. Maybe
Yes.
you would like to say thank you to them today.
100%. So this is an opportunity to thank first. So I come from a place called Varanasi. So my birthplace is Varanasi back in India. It's a part of Uttar Pradesh, where my dad is a cop. He is posted to a place called Arunachal Pradesh, which is northeast side of India, where it's more of jungle and more of greeneries and all those things. So I have seen the kind of schooling I have done. Then I shifted to Bombay. From there, I struggled and I checked what I want to do exactly. So after that, when I got to understand what real estate market, how it works, then I was like, let's do this. So I would like to thank my parents first. My dad, Mr. Sanjay Singh, my mom. And then from there, I would like to thank few names which I want to give is Mr. Mohit Gupta, who is my mentor, Mr. Vivek Ram, Mr. Dheeraj Chabra, and obviously and of course, Mr. Hani Katyal and Sunny Katyal. So these names has played a very important role in my career. So yes, this platform, I would take this opportunity to thank you guys that you have made me capable, enough to handle the entire branch of Dubai as an ICN. So thank you for that.
So also thank you so much, Mr. Ravi Singh, for being with us today. It was an honor for us to have a conversation with you.
Thank you so much. It was great meeting you and your team. I wish you all the best. You guys are doing fantastic, and all the very best to you guys.
The pleasure is shared, and we wish you also the best of luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us today. See you in the next episode.